Yeah, I'm about
And
ready
then,
to shoot my phone with my Red Ryder.
funny
Why is that funny?
because it's funny.
It's not funny, but what did Excel do? Everything is having an attitude with me right now. What are you drinking? Water?
Root beer. I've not really drank any alcohol like the last 6 days, 7 days.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm trying
I
to lose
drank
weight.
some of my homemade wine last night. I bottled some of it. I bottled it last night in 2 liter pop bottles.
Nice. Here's the Packers winning. It was a good game.
Here's to beating Justin in fantasy and the Packers winning. I wonder how he'll do in the fantasy playoffs. You'll have to start Aaron Rodgers instead of Jalen Hurts.
I have to
What?
be honest with you.
I
Or I'll
bet you
go if Philip
boys
Rivers is.
are getting real vocal about Jalen Hurts.
Hey, if I'll have to go pick up Philip Rivers if he joins the Colts.
Yeah, I sense he's not going to be all that great because he hasn't played football for 5 years. But okay, we're gonna go through last week's game. I need to take my cheers shot first. A bird dog.
A bird dog.
Tastes very good tonight. Okay, so the week started off last week.
Yep.
Cowgirls headed up to the Motor City to face MCDC and the Lions. Lions, both defenses didn't play very good, but the Lions defense got some turnovers off Dak and made the Cowgirls kick a bunch of field goals, but they gave up like 450 or 500 yards of offense. It's just the Cowboys didn't get touchdowns and the Lions got touchdowns.
Yep.
So the Lions ended up winning. Big win for them because they're in the kind of the wild card hunt and sort of in the division, depending on what happens in the NFC North.
Yeah.
I'm not a Cowboys fan, sorry.
Neither am I.
I have a cowboy hat here, but I'm definitely not a Cowboys fan. I'm a Packers fan, and I would say my third least favorite team is the Cowboys. After the Bears and after the Bears and Vikings, after the tie for first of Bears and Vikings, the Cowboys are my least favorite team, and the 40 are third least favorite, and the 49ers are my fourth least favorite. Then I guess my fifth least favorite would probably be the Lions. And you know why I don't like the 49ers.
What
And
are
you
the
know why I
49ers,
don't like
Thomas?
the Vikings. It's because the Packers cannot beat the 49ers in the playoffs.
Nope.
And I don't like it when the Packers go to Seattle either. Because wild things happen that cause the Packers to lose there. Okay, next game, Steelers and the Ravens. Number 8 was slinging the ball around and threw for a touchdown. Lamar didn't look that good. I didn't exactly watch the highlight, but I think there was a pass where Likely sort of caught the ball where it was questionably. Ha ha ha, CPS X7S. A Cowboys fan would say that. Your least favorite team is probably the Eagles then.
What did you say? It was the Packers?
They said their second least favorite team is the Packers. And they said,
I
how
agree
dare
with
you call them the Cowgirls? So they must be a
I know
Damn.
my number one least favorite team is the Lions. They never won a Super Bowl. They've stuck there since I've been born. It's going on 40 years. And they let one of the best running backs in NFL history not get a Super Bowl ring because they wouldn't trade him. So
I watched the highlights of the game the Bears reminisce about the other day, and
Yeah.
holy crap, did the Patriots quarterback get their butt destroyed in that game.
yeah.
Granted, that was a really good defense, one of the best ever, but the Patriots were in for a rough Super Bowl that year.
Oh yeah.
And not one like the more recent Patriots have been in, where every one of them is close and entertaining. Like all the other Super Bowls, the Brady Patriots were in were really were competitive, entertaining Super Bowls, regardless of them winning 6 of them. But other than the one against the Rams where they won like 13-3 or 13-0, all the
Yeah.
other ones that Tom Brady won were entertaining Super Bowls. They won all of them by like 3 or 7 points. And there's good comebacks in them. And the ones they lost were entertaining too. So next game, we talked about the Ravens and Steelers. Next game, Titans and Browns. Shadur actually played good. Tony Pollard played really well for the Titans. And the Titans ended up winning that game. Supposedly Shadur wasn't on the field when they went for 2 and they put someone else out there and they didn't get the 2-point conversion to tie it up. But Titans ended up winning that one. Neither of those teams very good. Very curious what Cleveland is doing at QB next year. They're probably going to draft the top 5, and Watson is supposedly coming back. And I would almost rather just bench Watson and decide whether you want to start Shadur or who's their other quarterback. I should know who he is. I don't think either. To be honest, I think Shadur has played better than the other quarterback they started, the guy from Oregon. But they're gonna decide either this offseason or next offseason whether they want to roll with one of their younger quarterbacks or draft a new quarterback. I don't know what they're going to do. They were talking on Pat McAfee that 3 of the coaches could be on the hot seat in the AFC North this year because they're all kind of underachieving.
Yeah.
Granted, the Bengals, to be honest, if Joe Burrow hadn't got hurt, the Bengals probably would win that division. But Joe Burrow was out most of the season. Because literally, I think the best team in that division right now is the Bengals with no defense.
Yeah. You're right. They are.
They're definitely the best offense in that division. None of the other, recently, none of the offenses have looked that great by any of the teams in that division besides the Bengals since Joe Burrow came back. Some of the games Aaron Rodgers has looked decent, some he hasn't. Well, he outplayed the Ravens. Next game, Jaguars and Colts. We split on this one. Justin made the wrong choice. We did really bad in our picks this last week. I got 6 of 14 games right, and Justin got 4 of 14 games right. Dogs were barking this last week. I think, were the Eagles' favorite? Because I think underdogs went like 9-5 against the spread.
Yeah.
Good for Vegas. I think the Browns were favorite. No, the Lions were favored, weren't they? Or were they not? Yeah, they were favored by 1.5. So I think it still was like 9-5. Next. Anyways, Danny Dimes is out for the season. The Colts signed Phillip Rivers. And Riley Leonard got hurt from the Colts too. So I don't know what the Colts are going to do at quarterback. they might not end up making the playoffs if they have these quarterback issues. And the Jaguars and Texans are both good. I don't think they're great teams, but they're both decent teams that are in playoff contention. The Texans have a really good defense, and the Jaguars have found ways to win games.
Yep.
Next game, Vikings and Commanders. JJ McCarthy looked like an actual quarterback for once. And to be honest, Kevin O'Connell was calling a lot better game than he was last week. Like, granted, they were able to run the ball a little better against the Commanders than the Seahawks, but rather than just putting an inexperienced quarterback back there and having him pass it 80% of the time, they were doing a lot more running plays. And JJ McCarthy looked decent and threw for 3 touchdowns. And who's the quarter? Why am I blanking on names right now? The QB for the Commanders that can't. What's the name?
No, Mariota.
Not Mariota play until the end.
Oh, yeah?
Who came back? Who was picked after Caleb Williams? The guy from LSU.
I gotta think of his name.
But he came back, and he looked like absolute dog poop.
You can say Hans dog shit.
But he just did not look good. I don't know if he was still hurt, and then he got hurt again, too. So, Vikings took care of business. The Dolphins took care of business against the Jets. Chain had a big game. Tua did not play like absolute crap in the cold. That's the coldest game he's won. Granted, the Jets are not very good. Next game, Saints versus Buccaneers. Tyler Shue was able to run in 2 touchdowns and upset the Buccaneers. And the Panthers are starting to lurk in that division.
Oh, yeah, they are.
And I don't know how, but the Buccaneers have a lot better roster, although they've had a lot of injuries at wide receiver, and their running back was hurt a lot too. But I guess we'll wait to see what happens in that division. Next game was probably the most entertaining game offensive-wise of the week. The Bengals and Bills. Both QBs played good, other than Joe Burrow threw a costly pick 6 in the 4th quarter, and the Bills came back from being down by 10. But the Bills were able to win it. Josh Allen played like MVP Josh Allen.
You want to know why Joe Burrow threw that pick 6?
No.
No.
Joe Burrow threw 4 touchdowns too, though.
Yeah. I'll let that one slide.
And he threw him to the receiver I had in my fantasy team and not the one you had on your fantasy team also.
Thanks for reminding me, Hans.
He threw 2 of them to Higgins. That's the most points Higgins has had this whole season. All I know is once Burrow went out, the 2 Bengals players I drafted in my Chase Brown and Higgins were not very good on my fantasy team when Burrow was out.
No.
But since Burrow came back, they did a little better. Next game, Broncos and Raiders. Broncos eked out a win against the Raiders. I think they only won by 7, but they won. Next week, the Broncos play an actual team when they play the Packers.
I feel bad for the Packers.
Packers are going to win.
No.
Next game.
Look at the teams the Broncos will beat, okay?
They haven't beat any really good teams. They beat the best team they beat is like the Chiefs and the Colts. But they didn't beat them by a lot.
It all depends on which Jordan Love shows up.
Eagles too. Not that the Eagles offense is not very good. The Eagles defense is really good. Their offense is not very good. I don't think they've scored more than 21 points in a long time.
Nope.
So we're going to talk about the Eagles in a minute. Next game was the best game of the week. The Bears versus Packers. Jordan Love beat Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams had a bad throw at the end and was intercepted, but it was a close game. I expect the next Packers Bears game to be another game that comes down to the wire.
They'll split.
I don't think so. I think the Packers will sweep them, but we'll see.
We'll find out.
I expect it to be another entertaining game, though.
But Caleb Williams is improved each week.
Yeah, Caleb Williams has looked a lot better this year. He still is growing, but he's good. He's had a good season. He's not the best, like an MVP level quarterback, but he's at least been able to manage the games.
Yeah.
And he hasn't turned the ball over a lot. Other than he wasn't like Hurts last night.
No.
Granted, that play call was kind of horrible that they was intercepted last night, but it's is what it is. They're trying to go for the win rather than the tie.
Yep.
And we're trying to go for the win rather than the tie. They threw it a ball that got deflected and then it got intercepted. Next game, Rams and Cardinals. Rams took care of business as expected. Sunday night football was the Texans versus the Chiefs. Texans defense looked really good. Stroud made some good passes to Nico Collins. Nico Collins looked good. That Texans D line would look really good, getting a lot of pressure on Mahomes. Granted, there's some injuries on the Chiefs O line, but the Chiefs are dead, or the Chiefs are just having a down year.
The Chiefs are on the reservation trying to powwow. It ain't gonna
No,
work. Yeah, it ain't gonna work. Because Andy Reid is retired, and they need to let the great Matt Nagy take over.
no, they do not want to. I don't think you'd want to let Matt Nagy take over.
I bet you everybody in the division wants Matt Nagy to take over.
He's actually a good coach, though.
Yeah, he is.
Who knows? Like, people come in and interview and say how they're going to organize a team and so forth, and some are good at it and some aren't. And some may fail at it once and come back and are good. But usually when you fail at it once, you do it again and you fail again. But some coaches are good coordinators but bad head coaches, like Josh McDaniel.
Yeah.
He's a good offensive coordinator, but he's not a good coach.
Yep.
Last game was the kicker/defensive fight on Monday Night Football. Eagles versus Chargers. Dicker, the kicker, won the game with a 54-yard field goal. And Dicker had like 20 some odd fantasy points.
You keep
Jalen
saying
Hurts.
Dicker the kicker.
What?
I said you keep saying Dicker the kicker. It's funny.
Jalen Hurts threw an interception, did an interception and fumble on the same play. Neither quarterback looked good. Justin Herbert looked like he was hurt and a lot of pain, but he wasn't very accurate throwing the ball. But he took one for the team and made some important runs to win the game for them.
Yep.
So I am very leaning towards picking the Chargers over the Chiefs this week, to be honest, because the Chiefs have burnt me, although I'll probably be wrong.
I'll split that one with you.
Well, I was going to Texans and Chiefs with you this last week, and I should have, because that was the right side.
Who took? Did we both say the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Thursday night football, Falcons versus Buccaneers. I am picking the Buccaneers will bounce back.
Yeah, I'll go with the Buccaneers.
First game on Sunday. Cleveland Browns head to the Windy City to face the Bears and Caleb Williams. I didn't need to take a shot with my pick because I really don't like picking this team. But I am picking the Bears. But I hope Shadur can pull an upset.
I'll pick the Bears.
But go Shadur.
Yep. No, sure.
Next game. Lamar Jackson and Ravens head to Cincinnati to face the Bengals. I don't know why, but I'm going to pick the Bengals, although I don't even know which team is better right now.
King Henry.
You're picking the Ravens?
Yep. Horrible.
So maybe we'll have more than a couple different picks this week. The Chargers head to KC to face the Chiefs. I said I'm picking the Chargers, so I'm
I'll
gonna,
split it.
and you're gonna pick the Chiefs.
Yep.
Okay. Next game, the Buffalo Bills head to New England to face the Patriots. Oh. Who are you picking?
Bills Mafia.
I don't know. The Patriots beat the Bills the first time, right?
Yeah, they're going to split like the Packers are going to do.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'll pick the Patriots.
Okay.
Although I could see the Bills winning. What is the line on that one? Isn't the Bills favorite? Yeah, the Bills are 1.5-point favorites. So the Patriots have found ways to win, but I guess they're due for a loss too. This game is a stinky game. I'll tell you the Giants are 2.5-point favorite, but the Washington Commanders, probably with Mariota starting, head to New Jersey to face the Giants. I'm going.
Mariota.
What?
Hey, Mariota.
You're picking the Commanders? I'm going to pick the Giants.
Okay. Scatterboo's out. Okay. Isn't Jackson Dart out?
No, Jackson Dart's playing.
Oh, I take the Giants then.
If they had Scatterboo and Malik Neighbors, I think the Giants could at least be like a 500 team. But now they're going to who knows? They have lost their two best offensive weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Next game, the Las Vegas Raiders head to the city of brotherly love to face the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh my gosh, is the media going to be hard on the Eagles if Jalen Hurts stinks in this game?
I'm taking the Eagles. I'm hoping Saquon Barkley has like over 200 yards rushing.
Yesterday was one of his best games in a while, and to be honest, he would have still only had like 3.5 yards per carry if you subtracted out the 152-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
I didn't think the Eagles' O-line is as good as last year because
They're not.
last year the play action and run game on that team was phenomenal, and this year it wasn't. But like the Chargers were just forcing Hurts to throw from the pocket, and he didn't look all that. He made a few decent throws, but he didn't look like himself. But he wasn't doing all his bootleg runs and his bootleg runs he does a lot of.
Yeah.
Next game, the New Jersey Jets head to Jacksonville to face the Jaguars.
Dude, I'm taking Trevor Lawrence.
I don't think either of us are. Have any of us even picked the Jets to win a game? I guess I could look.
Why would we? Because they have an Ohio State quarterback.
They don't. He's on the bench. He's like third string now, I think.
Who's starting for them?
Shoot, he's been a bench. He's been like a backup for his whole career. Shoot. Tyrod Taylor.
Oh, he's actually pretty manageable.
To be honest, they've been playing better since Tyrod Taylor started than when they had Fields starting.
I gotta go to Cheeseland tomorrow.
Next game, the Arizona Cardinals head to Houston to face the CJ Stroud-led Texans. I am picking the Texans.
Yep, Texans too. I hate to do it, but it works.
Next game, Jordan Love during Toyotathon heads to the Mile High City to face the Denver Broncos. I think the Packers are giving the Broncos a sense of reality, and they're finally going to lose a close game.
They're gonna go play at Mile High, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Jordan Love throws 2 interceptions and the Broncos beat them by 3.
Okay, we'll see what happens. Next game, Jared Goff and the Lions head to SoFi to face MVP candidate Matthew Stafford and the Rams.
Matthew Stafford. I'm gonna tell you that much right now. You know why? Because he likes beating the crap out of the Lions because they kept him too damn long.
You're picking the Rams too?
Yeah.
Next game, Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers head to New Orleans to face Tyler Shaw and the Saints. I think the Panthers have something to play for, so they'll beat the Saints this time. But
Hopefully.
who are you picking?
Not the Saints.
You're picking the Panthers then.
Yeah. Yep.
Next thing, Cam Ward and the Titans head to the Bay to face Brock Purdy and the 49ers. And they were both picking the same team.
Who are you picking?
49ers.
Yeah.
Next,
it's about Seattle now, right?
I have no idea who's starting for quarterback for the Colts, but they head to Seattle to face the Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Yeah, Seahawks. Last game, Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins, who've been playing decent ball, head to the Steel City to face the Steelers. That's actually Monday Night Football. I skipped the game. The game I skipped, I want both teams to lose.
I want discount double check.
I'm picking the Steelers too. It's in Pittsburgh at night, so I don't know how well Tua will play.
Waterboy 2.0.
So Sunday Night Football, which I skipped, the Minnesota Vikings head to Jerry World to face the Cowboys. I think we're both picking the same team in this one.
Yeah, I'm picking the Cowboys. I hate to say it, but George Pickens is a beast, and the Vikings have no answer for him.
I'm picking the Cowboys too. So I was going to have us pick bowl games. I didn't get them all wrote down, but there's a couple this weekend.
Dude, I did it. I did my playoff bracket for the college bowl game.
We don't need to do the bracket till next week because they're not till next weekend. But so on Saturday in the Cricket Celebration Bowl, SC State and Prairie View A&M play. Who are you picking?
I'll go with the bigger college.
Who's that? SC State.
Yeah.
That's who I was gonna pick too. And in the is that the bucked up LA Bowl?
Yeah.
State versus Washington. I'm picking Washington.
Yep.
The Badgers beat Washington, so maybe I should pick Boise State. But
Oh, Boise State. I'll get Boise State. I'll pick Boise State.
I'll pick Boise State too. And on 12/16, the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl is between Troy and Jacksonville State. I'm going to pick Jacksonville State.
I'll pick Troy. Just split it with you.
Okay, we don't need to worry about the other ones because they're not till the end of next week.
Yeah.
I haven't picked. Did you pick Sooners or Tide?
You know I don't pick Alabama. I never pick Alabama to win.
Who do you pick between the Hurricanes and Aggies?
The Aggies.
That's who I was going to pick. I was going to pick Roll Tide, Aggies, Tulane or Old Miss.
Tulane.
I was going to pick the Rebels. And James Madison, Dukes, or the Ducks.
The Ducks.
Yeah, that's what I was going to pick.
You know what? You know like winning it all?
Who?
Indiana.
Notre Dame.
Yeah, Notre Dame's out of it, dude.
There must be more teams than just Notre Dame that's not in bowl games because there's a bunch of other big name teams that I don't see on the bowl
Yeah.
games.
They won more games than Alabama, but Alabama's in it.
But Alabama had a better strength of schedule than if Alabama wouldn't have played in the SEC championship game, they would have had a better strength of wins than Notre Dame.
Yeah.
And
Bullshit.
Miami beat Notre Dame head to head, but they lost to two worse teams than Notre Dame.
Yeah.
But because they lost to them in the first week, they still considered Miami better than Notre Dame.
Yeah.
But if Notre Dame was in the ACC and would have won the ACC championship game, they would have just been a lock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Notre Dame has this elitist attitude where they want to be out of a division.
No, they don't want them in divisions.
No, BS.
They don't want them.
No, they're in the ACC for every other sport besides college football. They get a whole bunch of money by their own independent TV deal.
Yeah.
And they say they don't want to join the Big Ten because of Michigan. And they'd be a 2 or 3 loss team every year if they join the Big Ten.
Yeah. Penn State might beat them. Ohio State might beat them.
Would beat them.
Indiana might beat them.
Michigan might beat them. Oregon might beat them.
Yeah. I think the Big Ten is probably the hardest conference to play in.
Next to the SEC. You don't like the SEC, do you?
Yes, no.
This year there's just a lot of chaos because in the SEC has so many good teams in it that it was bound to happen, but there's a whole bunch of 1 or 2 lost teams because they all play each other.
Yeah.
And it's like you expect a bunch of college kids to do a bunch of away games against good teams and win every one of them.
They're not going to have it. I have a couple of friends that went to Clemson.
Yeah.
They didn't play sports, though.
Clemson for a while was by far the best ACC team, though.
Yeah. I had one of my friends. He got his agriculture degree from Clemson.
I think Clemson is the land grant in South Carolina. I don't know. It's weird which states, which schools are land grants and which ones aren't. The All State Sugar Bowl. So Nebraska and Utah are playing. So Texas is playing in the bowl game. Texas is playing against Michigan.
Who's in the Rose Bowl?
The Rose Bowl is Alabama or Oregon versus Indiana.
Football.
So Texas didn't back up out of a bowl game. I guess they didn't look close enough. And neither did
The shirtless wonders up getting his brandy.
what?
I said the shirtless wonders up getting his brandy.
Yes. Valero, that is a Texas gas station. Liberty Music City Bowl is Tennessee versus Illinois.
Tennessee's gonna win that one.
Yeah.
So how was ice fishing today?
It was okay. I got that one trout and one northern. The trout were being finicky as heck. They were like suspended all over the water column.
Yeah.
But they were swimming through and looking at my bait, but not really taking it.
You know what you need to do? Go get some gulp minnows and get real minnows. It's just dead sticking.
That was on a jigging minnow, and I had another one hit the jigging minnow. And I had one hit on a jigging wax worm, but they were coming to my jigging spoon, but not wanting to take it.
What I would do, like when they used to stock trout and belvedere in the blue pond ball,
Like ones in New Mexico wanted.
I cheated, dude. I took a small egg hook. I took a rosy red minnows and a split shot and dropped it down. And just dead sticked it and went.
One more game for you to pick: Army or Navy.
See, that's a tough one. You know why? Because I have family members that were Marines, which is part of a branch of the Navy. And I have family members that were Army. I'm gonna have to say Army, dude.
I don't even. Who's even favored? I don't know. They're both pretty even.
Has the Army ever won a national championship?
Why don't they have a line on that game? They just say, is M&T Bank Stadium where the Ravens play?
Yeah. Baltimore, right? Maryland?
Yeah.
Annapolis is there. I think Annapolis is pretty damn close. So yeah. Did you see my Bush latte? My Bush latte rod?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How windy is this Mesonet say it is now? It said the max gusts of like 38 miles an hour.
I
Out
like
by
the
the field, it said it was 60 miles an hour.
I like the stuff you sent me earlier today.
What, the nipples thing?
No, the wind speed in Montana.
Holy shit, that was ripping. It says light snow and wind. That one day I was, because of how it comes over the mountains, the winds get super high there.
Yeah.
That one day, it says northwest 34 right now. But the one day I was elk hunting, there was like 50-mile-an-hour winds, and you could barely stand up on top of the little hill.
Yeah.
It was awful.
I got my double rig here going for stripers for the ice.
So there's 49 miles an hour gusts. 37-mile-an-hour wind at the research farm.
You have to go there tomorrow?
No. I don't have to drive anywhere tomorrow. I was supposed to drive somewhere today, and then I backed out of it. To be honest, I would have been fine driving there, but the wind really didn't pick up till like 5:30. So then the max gust has been 49.
Yeah.
But there's been some spots that have a gust over 60 today. Perfect for driving when there's ice on the road.
I don't know
have-
why they don't make this one anymore. It's my last one.
Yeah,
But you don't fish with pimples, do you?
I fish with them sometime.
That works perfect, dude.
I was fishing with a Tingler spoon tonight,
What does that look like? Is it in your
and a
truck?
Gorshot spoon. Let me go grab it. It looks like this.
Oh, pretty good.
It's a lighter spoon, though.
Yeah.
I like the lighter spoons for fishing in shallower water. See, look at what I have right here.
Oh, yeah. What color is that one?
Copper.
Copper.
What color is this one? Is that funky blue color one?
Yeah, I don't like that funky blue color one. I bet you that one works good for trout though.
Cool. That was funny when I put a sucker on the penis spoon and then I caught a muskie on it.
Huh.
I have two of those blue ones. You need to use Rip and Wrap.
I got some in here. Then I got my secret bait that catches everything on. It's made by the Cream Company.
Or Red Eye spoon.
Right here. This thing freaking works, dude.
You need this spoon. This spoon doesn't work very well.
No, they don't. I had one of those. I gave it to Eric. Eric, I got a mystery tackle box. It was for walleye.
That's where I got that too. I was using this spoon too. That is I think this is a slender spoon. It's like a glow white color. I like those. I should have tried a Castmaster. I
I
have a
got
bunch. I do well sometimes casting them and alternating reeling them in or just jerking them a bunch open water for trout.
Yeah, I do that when I start trout. I have this one that's tiger striped. I'll pop it out the bottom.
Yeah.
So I don't think I can catch you. I think you passed me up and beat me. With
Why?
my picks. With my picks?
You picked a bunch of games different than me this next week. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hey, White Sox won the draft lottery.
They're probably gonna draft a good player, sit him on the bench for 2 years, and ship him down the road. He'll become a stud.
They'll draft a player, play him, sit him on the play him for 1 year, and he'll be like the pitcher they traded to the Red Sox, and then he'll be like second in MVP voting.
Yep. Xander Strog still alive.
What?
I said Xander Strog is still alive.
Did I tell you my story about the pet frog my aunt got me?
Uh-uh. Used for bait.
I was at school one day and I came home and our cat got into the knocked the frog container off my dresser and it knocked it onto the floor and it ate the frog.
That's funny. I caught a big bullfrog down the creek when I was a kid, and I put it in my aquarium. Well, the thing got out. It was like on top of my bed, croaking.
Yeah. I need to make homemade frog legs. I don't
That's
see
a,
many frogs around here. In Nebraska, there was a bunch of them.
hey, don't you have frogs in your slough?
Yeah, there's frogs down there. They're mostly leopard and green frogs, though.
I can't eat them.
Why can't you eat them?
I know I can't. You can't eat leopard frogs in Illinois.
You
They're
can use them as
protected.
ways.
Use them as bait.
What?
You can use them as bait.
You just can't eat them?
Can't eat them.
It's really entertaining to catch a frog and throw it out in a clear pond and put a hook through its mouth. And the ditch pickles will come from like 50 feet away,
And eat it.
hammer it. Why don't you find that funny?
It is because I did that on where Tomahawk Boy Scout camp is in Wisconsin. We did that with salamanders, frogs. We also boiled crayfish there too.
I've boiled crayfish a few times. How does Tampa Bay Rays get the second pick? Why does NBA and MLB not have just first and the worst team just gets the first pick and the second worst team gets the second pick?
I have no idea. I don't know how.
Because the Rockies should have the first pick and the White Sox should have the second pick. And probably the Pirates should have the third pick. But it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, my phone's at 10%.
Yeah,
Nice.
mine is low too. I probably should end this stream.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to get a new phone probably within the next week or two because it
What's
keeps.
your option? What's your options to straight talk?
I don't know. I can just go get like a $200 phone at Walmart,
Yeah,
but I had to pay for it up front.
that sucks.
I don't mind it because I always break phones, so it's just how it is.
I got to figure out what I do with all my little freaking crappie jigs. I hope my jig box doesn't explore.
Ice fishing box too because I have this box and then one other box, and I can't find my other little box.
What's all in that box? I see bobbers.
There's one bobber, a bunch of some jigging wraps and spoons and ripping wraps. A couple of them.
You and Dr. Pepper that trout?
I did already.
Is it in the refrigerator?
Yeah. The one Laker I'm smoking is freezer burnt.
Nice.
What is this?
You know what's gonna hit that?
Pike.
Pike.
I've got a walleye. You know?
They'll come in from like 100 yards away and smack the shit out of it.
That's the same thing. Like, I don't know why some people say that. Do I have any blade baits in this one? Like the Zipplers or blade baits, some people say they do well. Yeah, I have one right here.
Yeah.
Some people say they do well on them catching walleye, but whenever I ice fish with blade baits like this, the only thing I catch is pike. I'm not saying John Gillespie used to love to catch a bunch of walleyes over the river on them, but I don't know. That's what I catch on them.
Hey, I have this week's challenge for you. Hot dog on a tip up so you can catch a pike.
I
Do it
guess
in a
I could.
Do it in a quick strike rig and see if it happens. It
I
works
think I
here.
use the minnow.
Huh?
I tried using it the one day and it didn't work.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I've used it here and I've used it in Michigan too. I've used frozen smelt here too.
Yeah, some people do well with them, some people don't. Well, I should end this stream and go to bed.
I'll holler at you tomorrow. I'm going to bed too.
Go Bears still suck.
Packers suck all day long.